like we're going to head into the player profiles here. And first, we have INTZ. Take it away.
All right, so we're hopping on board with Steel here. He has been very consistent. This guy has been backing up his teammates left and right. Even though he's listed as attacker, he's done a better job than Gunners. I want to see something from Gunners here. This guy, he's been in the shadows. He hasn't stepped up into the limelight. He also hasn't put bad stats on the board. So I want to see him do something. Diddy, this guy has been nuts. He has won multiple 1-on-2s, 1-on-3s, and carried his team or cleaned up a clutch round. And this is the heart and soul of the team. AFC is about 6 years older than most of his teammates. He is the father of the team. He's the leader. And they looked at him when things get bad. And I want to see him step up. And MXM has been a beast. This guy has switched between the sniper and an AK-47 quite often, and he has been fantastic.
Now let's take a look down at the players in the booth. They're getting set up, putting up their flags, very prideful from the Brazilians here. They look like they're ready to go.
Yeah, we know that they carry the hope of Brazil, and Brazilian CF is very popular there. They care about this game, and this team, they are behind this team 110%. Even though they feel like INTZ has issues that they haven't cleaned up and have had plenty of time, they're behind this team. And as you see D right there, that confidence in his face, he is excited. He is ready to go.
Yeah, there's no chance that he feels underprepared for this game. He's ready. You were saying that he's doing multiple 1-on-2s, 1-on-3s yesterday, and that's gotta feel great.
And this man right here, he has the confidence. He's a lot of times playing by himself. He's really dictating where the rest of the team goes. He likes to try and get picks or at least information from dying about where it's at so he can direct his team. He's not trying for the glory when he does that, but it does put his team in a hole when he gets picked off very early and can't get reliable information out of it. And this man right here, we're looking for him to step up onto, like, he's been great, but he's not been DD level great. So MXM and DD, like, MXM is known for being inconsistent. So if he can step up and play the top of his game, he's even better than DD. And I'm looking for Gunners to do something here. I want him to be rolling with his team and getting a little bit of the glory going because he's been in the shadows. It's to be expected of a support player, but I'm hoping he can. I've seen a lot out of support players like Turtle previously, and I'm really wanting to see him step up and be a more contributing factor to his team's success.
Yeah, we'd like to see Gunners step up, kind of take in that support role and really be there for his team. We'll move over now to see Pacific.Macta. Pacific.Macta, very solid team. We've got Bayo in as order. He's going to be leading his team through this game. Look at him when times get hairy. CYK, attacker, very confident in his positioning. Very aggressive. We also have Cram. Cram was a little bit rough yesterday. He wasn't showing us what he's capable of, but in other tournaments we've seen him be very strong. Revenge, of course, sitting on that sniper, doing a lot of work from behind us. So, Aldrin Paul, AP, he's going to be playing around, trying to get the information, trying to see where INTZ is going to be in this match.
All right, as we go down to the players, we see Revenge first. He has been the sniper for this team, and he is almost, I would say he's their most consistent player. From the little that I've seen from this team, he is the most consistent. You'd have to back me up. You've seen more than I have from Pacific.Macta. Cram last year, from the matches, he was on fire. It hurts a little to hear that he's been not doing so great. So I expect him to maybe bring it back to form here today. He's going to be pretty hard on himself.
He must be kicking himself just a little bit. But we know what he's capable of. And if he plays in the right positions at the right time, he's going to be able to just pick apart INTZ.
Alright, we see CYK here. And he's the one that also is known to switch up his style. All these players change up their styles from close range and long range quite often. So we see a lot of interesting strategies from them. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to surprise INTZ, known as one of those strategic teams at this tournament. INTZ prepares for hours by themselves, just going over nade points and strategies and team pushes together. And I don't think that Pacific.Macta is on that same level.
So we're back here on Black Widow. This is a big map. It's very open. We're seeing this lane that goes over through the warehouse storage into B site. This is the common tactic for Blacklist. It's a very open lane. We also see that they can choose to go through the middle, up onto Catwalk, go through Attack A from that side. I love this map. This is just a very well-designed 3-lane FPS traditional map.
Absolutely, and we see the last lane here along A hallway. You see a lot of fights happen here, but you don't see many pushes in here. A lot of pushes will fall back to the 3-2 position where there'll be 2 pushes A from a different direction. You never see 5-man pushes here very often. So I'd like to see some teams come out with a surprise. Also, we see a lot of B action on this map, and that's because B is easier to hold once you get it down. If you get the bomb down, the reason we don't see a lot of A plans, if they can help it, is A is hard to hold. You put the bomb down at A, the Blacklist team has to hold from so many different angles, and it's a much more difficult job for them.
There's lots of attacking lanes today, which makes it very hard to hold, but it also is easy for Global Risk to hold it at the beginning.
Right, so we're going to hop on board on the map now, and we see 2 players moving over towards A right now along A hallway.
ZYK apparently takes a tap from MXM right off the bat. He's going to be going into this round with very low health. And it looks like INTZ is kind of feeling out their opponent. They know they're going up against Macta. They know that they're a great team. Revenge does find the kill on MXM. But they know that they're a great team, and so they want to play it slow. I understand and respect that.
Yeah, we'll see a lot of teams play the first round slow, feel each other out, what they're trying to do. Really playing against if a team rushes in.
AD finds DD. Gunner takes out ZYK and steal. Revenges onto AP.
All right, that brings it into a 3v3 for our teams here, and that was just a quick tip in the middle.
Bayo pushing all the way back to Blacklist spawn. He's kind of in a rough position here, but he did catch Blacklist off guard. He's in a firefight with both Steel and AFC. Steel does come out on top, and he is one of the most experienced players on INTZ and all of Brazil.
I'm very surprised to see Pacific.Macta pushing all the way into INTZ spawn. That is not something you typically see from teams on this map. As we see INTZ pushing down into the long A hall, they're going on A hallway, and I feel like Pacific.Macta knows this, and we'll see if they can another fight here.
Cram finds the kill onto AFC with an excellent headshot. We'll see if they can finish off taking the site. Gunners does find Revenge, and now it's a 1v2 for Cram. He's got to feel like he's out-positioned, and Gunners does take him out.
Perfect teamwork, perfect peak right there between Steel and Gunners. INTZ with a wonderful push onto A to finish up that round. Great teamwork to get the bomb down and know where everyone was. Pick off the person that comes through window, pick off the person sitting along the hallway. Good cleanup by INTZ.
Absolutely. We've got MXM just doing what you'd expect from a sniper on this map, holding down middle, trying to pick out anyone from Pacific who's a little too interested in finding out some information.
I don't expect we'll see that Macta will push into Blacklist spawn as the players are dropping from the map, so we must have some
Pacific.Macta leaving the game. There seems to be some kind of technical difficulty here from Pacific.Macta's side. We're unsure exactly what that could be. But that being said, so far, INTZ is looking really good.
Well, they're known for their teamwork, and they stayed cool under the pressure that Macta had put on them that last round. It was very interesting that Macta would push them into their spawn. I feel like they won the middle fight. They got the 2v2 or the 3v3 advantage out of it. It's better for Global Risk in that situation because you know they can only push from a certain direction, and you can clean up from there. But I feel like INTZ played it cool. They were like, all right, they're pushing into our spawn. Let's just play defensive and let them come to us. And they got the picks, and they went up 3-2 because of that. And they were able to get into A site. So I don't think Macta will play as aggressive here on out, but I could be wrong about that.
Right, and you were saying before the match started that AFC does have that over-aggressive quality. He tried to take on that 2v1 scenario, and he was very confident about it, but it seemed to me like he should have been on the back foot the entire time. He really had no business being that deep into Blacklist.
It was just, AFC a lot of times he wants to give it, he's not confident in his own abilities all the time. He wants to either give his team information or get a pick himself, and he's okay with dying while accomplishing this goal. So what we'll see from him a lot is this solo style. They haven't changed their style of the team as we hop back in forward with the match.
All right. So once again, almost as if nothing has changed at all, MXM is looking over mid with that sniper. We've got AP over here playing a little bit far forward towards Blacklist spawn. What do you expect to see out of INTZ on this round?
I expect them to be a heavy A team. From what I've seen on Black Widow, they like A. Even though B is the safer site to go for, this team likes to go A. They really like to take over the A spot if they can. And a lot of times, it can work out for them because they've practiced that much. Like I said, they like their strategies that they go through. They have specific things that they want to do on every map, on every side. So this team has prepared, and they understand how the meta works and what they need to be covering once they take a side. As you see, Revenge gets tagged pretty hard.
Yes, and Steel and AFC were doing just what you said. They're pushing up here through long A, and Pacific isn't really ready for this. They've got 3 at mid, and I'm not sure if they're going to be able to hold this 3-person push here. Didi and Bayo going into firefight. Didi comes out on top. The grenades come out as they push onto A. Cram takes out Didi. Gunners taking out Cram and Revenge, bringing down AFC, making it a 3v3 situation.
We see Gunners putting the bomb down right now in the 3v3 situation. I'm hoping this team can give us cover fire. As we see AP trying to flank around, I'm not sure if they're going to try and push under bridge or if they're going to regroup and go somewhere else. That looks like what they're doing right now. As Revenge is going under the bridge and AP and ZYK are going over the top.
Revenge with a great shot onto MXN. AP takes out Gunners on that site.
Great
ZYK shutting down the retake of Steel. I'm not sure if he had a chance going in, but for a second there, it looks like no one was paying attention to him on catwalk, and he just might have missed his first shot.
Yeah, Steel had a chance there to be the hero. He had 2 guys lined up for perfect headshots. He just missed his shots, and they respawned and took him out. But the 3v1 situation came after some sloppy play by INTZ to hold that.
Yeah, I feel like they had a major advantage going into the back half of that round, and they just couldn't hold that site. That was a very nice shot on MXM by Revenge in order to open that site back up, make it able to be easily retaken for his team.
And this is the danger of being an A-push team. It's a site that's easier to take back than B, as we see them making their way over to A once again.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go with a 4-man push this time, leaving one back at mid. Revenge does take out AFC. With their shot caller down, we'll see how INTZ can handle. Bayo finds D, MXM finds Cram, Steel taking out Revenge. And we're back to our old 3-on-3. Bayo beating out the numbers a little bit more with a 2-kill, a 3-kill from Bayo to close out the round. He's looking really, really good right now.
Yeah, Bayo with 4 kills in that round. That was very impressive by him.
And he wasn't even on the board before that round.
Nope.
So we'll see if INTZ. Oh, we got AFC having a fight there with Alder Paul coming out on top. ZYK taking out DD. And it looks like INTZ decided they wanted to go more towards the B plan here, as you were suggesting.
INTZ playing a little bit more with the meta right now. They're pushing towards B as a group, going into that warehouse fight. That's a very common fight that you'll see a lot on Black Widow, and I really feel like they are not as good at it as we've seen. They're an A-push team.
Bayo finds AFC in the middle as Revenge finds Steel, and Gunners takes out Revenge. Gunners with a 2-kill. So ZYK now in a very interesting situation. He sees Gunners. MXM.
ZYK clutching it out with a 2-piece and 2v1 situation for his team. That's got to be a hard blow for INTZ.
Yeah, that's got to be devastating to the morale. I think the MXN was a little late on that flank there, on that joining MXN in that gunfight. I felt for sure that INTZ had the advantage.
Well, this is what I wanted out of Gunners. He needs to be on top of that. They need to, in the 2v1 situation, they need to be poking at the same time, putting shots at the same target. The guy can't hit both targets at the same time. He can do one and then one.
Revenge does get taken out. So DD finding ZYK through the smoke. That's a very impressive shot by him. And we're back to 4-on-4. I was about to just say how it just became a 5v4 situation, but oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Bayo taking out AFC, Steel taking out Aldrin Paul, and we have a 4v2 situation, as I correct myself.
INTZ with a strong B push here. We're looking, if they put the bomb down here, it's very unlikely that they're going to lose this round as it now goes down to a 4-on-1 situation, Cram by himself. I don't think he has much of a chance. He's pushing into 2 different people crossfiring him from 2 different directions. You have almost 0 chance in this situation to do anything as they know exactly where it is.
Steel does pick a little too far there, and Cram does capitalize. So the 1-on-4 just became a 1-on-3, and Cram might have a chance if he gets lucky here. He's going to have to play absolutely perfectly. He comes around the corner, gets the headshot on DD, but MXN just shuts him down.
And that's the issue. We have the crossfire there. There's no chance for him to be able to turn around in time and take out the other guy unless his sensitivity is just absolutely ridiculous. And he can spin around like a helicopter and shoot the guy that's going to hit him in the back.
He did have his last grenade left. I feel like proper use of that might have been prudent. We see this long A push as Cram gets the double kill in Cat. DD now knows Cram's over there. Revenge taking out Steel, Bayo taking out DD, and Cram ending the match. Pacific.Macta is just showing us right now how much more organized they are, I feel.
I feel like this is the predictability of INTZ biting the butt. They are a better team when it comes to teamwork situations, but they're predictable, and Pacific.Macta so far seems to know what they're doing most of the rounds.
We see Steel take out ZYK, Bayo take out Maxim, and Steel take out Bayo, putting us into another 3v3. Actually, it looks like Steel is still around with
0 health.
That's what it's looking. Yes, he is still alive with 0 health. That's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, this guy's got to be down to single-digit health on anything he's going to get hit by is going to kill him. And really, I feel like he should be scouting for information with that and finding out where people are so his team can make a solid push somewhere.
You can do a lot with that. You only need that one shot, and if you absorb several bullets from the other team, or if you force them into a spray on you, it can throw the entire team into disarray.
As we see Steel the first entry because of his health.
DD taking out Aldrin Paul on that entry into B site. Revenge with the scope now has to find a way to retake this B site. He has backup from Cram. I think Cram needs to go around the back of B. They have lots of time. And sure enough, AFC finds that very predictable play from Cram.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Right when he stops looking through the window, they both come through the window to spot him in return. The second he stops looking, that's going to be heartbreaking for him.
If he had just kept it there for half a second more, he comes away with at least one. Revenge finding DD with a great sniper shot across mid. Revenge is just doing super well on that scope. AP finding AFC a little too far forward there. a little out of position. Pacific.Macta is playing quite aggressive right now. They've come out of B, at least AP is playing very far forward on that B site.
And I feel like INTZ will be pushing around back towards A here now. They could wrap around back to B. They have options, but Pacific.Macta is in really good positions far forward, and it's going to be dangerous for Revenge right here.
MXN just right here. He waits. He waits. He gets both of them.
Oh,
he
Steel turns on
misses.
Revenge.
He misses the second one. Steel turns around, knows what's happening, and takes out Revenge. I really like that decision to wait there. Gunners takes out CYK. Bayo and Aldrin make the cleanup.
Wow, I'm really surprised. That was a very intelligent decision to wait, and I'm glad Pacific.Macta was able to clean that round up. I feel like Steel should have been able to turn on him, but he still did.
That was very smart play, but sloppy. You have to be sloppy to miss that second shot, and he's got to feel pretty bad about that right now.
Wow. Revenge with the shot through the smoke to finish off DD before AOC cleans him up.
Yeah, that was one heck of a shot. We've got some small arm fire being traded here. Bayo and MXN get into the gunfight. MXN comes out on top as they push through onto Catwalk. And they're just getting torn apart by ZYK as they try and get across this. Steel takes out ZYK, but Cram is stepping up right now with a free kill. And he just shows what we were talking about earlier. He has the potential to pull off these 3 kills. We've seen them last year.
Well, we've seen some this year in the regional finals, too, and I'm really surprised that he didn't show up yesterday, but I'm glad he's bringing it back. And he's being instrumental in Pacific.Macta taking INTZ to town right now. INTZ does not look happy with how they're playing.
Yeah, and we seem to be having, a side switch, of course, as we will now shuffle INTZ onto Global Risk, which will, of course, bring Pacific.Macta onto Blacklist. And we've said it before, we'll say it again, this is a very Blacklist-sided map.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that comes in with they had to restart the match, so they're going to back out and rejoin the game and switch sides that way, because they would have had to play one more round. And so what we're waiting for is them to get loaded in, and they're going to start up again. And right now, Pacific.Macta seems to have INTZ's number.
Yeah. We'll see if INTZ can make some small adjustments, maybe rein back in AFC a bit. We see him playing very far forward, very aggressive, and it's cost his team some rounds here.
Well, I don't like the push they had onto A Catwalk there at the end, because it was AFC versus Cram, and then Cram 1v1 again, and then Cram 1v1 again. There was no teamwork between the players there. It looked very, very sloppy as the push goes.
Right, and we'll see what Pacific.Macta decides to do as their main strategy on Blacklist. Hopefully, they tend to shift towards those B pushes that you were looking for and stay away from these long A pushes that we've been seeing from INTZ.
And we're hopping back into the match. Pacific.Macta with a 6-3 lead on INTZ. This map is slightly Blacklist favored, so I wouldn't be surprised to see INTZ bring it back fairly quickly, but we see Matt, we see fighting in the middle now.
Steel coming out of that fight with a 2K. Revenge does not come out empty-handed, though. He takes out DD, and that's a huge kill for Pacific.
As we see Aldrin and Paul take down Gunners, they're looking to push through A right now. They have the bomb with them, and AFC is coming through the window. I'm not sure if they expect him as MXN takes down.
MXN finds Bayo with a deagle shot, and Cram takes him out right afterwards. AP finds AFC, and now Steel's in this 1v2 situation. He is one of the more experienced players, so if anybody can come through here, I think it's him.
Ooh, sloppy shots right there.
Yeah, he loses the fight to Cram.
Those were not good shots, and Cram's feeling really confident. He has been cleaning up a lot on these very close rounds. We've seen it go to 3v3 a lot, 2v2, 2v1.
Right. We're going to see Pacific.Macta push pretty far forward into this long A, trying to get as much information. They're going to crash B. Gunners from behind with the 2K. He secures the 3K with the Deagle. Revenge taking out MXN. And now, suddenly, Pacific.Macta, not knowing that he was there, has changed the entire game.
Yeah, that was a very quick three-piece by Gunners. They didn't even turn around. The third player through the door didn't even know he was there, as we see Steel take down Revenge, and they clean up the round with AFC taking down Cram.
Yeah.
Very good cleanup by INTZ. I didn't feel like Macta had much of a chance there in the 4v2.
Yeah, it seemed like they were just completely caught not knowing Gunners was there. I feel like someone should have checked that corner, or whoever's job it was to check that corner didn't relay the information to the team.
Certainly if the second out the door doesn't find it, the third should. I agree with you totally. As we see Bayo take down Gunners and AFC answer back.
ZYK here in the middle gets shattered by AFC, and AFC with a 2-kill, he's looking to close out the round with a 3-kill onto Revenge. Very, very well played by him. That's got to put some confidence in him. That's got to make him feel very comfortable about what's coming up here.
Absolutely. That 3-kill came after he'd already picked up a kill shortly before that, so he's got 5 on the board already.
Cram here getting into a gun battle against Steel, and Steel comes out on top. I feel like Cram was far too far forward there.
Without any backup pushing down long hallway, that's pointless for this team.
Steel finds AP and wins a gun battle. DD comes out with another 2-kill here, both onto ZYK and Bayo. This leaves Revenge alone against the remaining INTZ players. And of course, AFC just mops the floor with him.
AFC's on fire right now. He is showing his team how you're going to come back and win this match. And as I said, INTZ has almost evened it up. We expected them to come out on fire on Blacklist, as we see MXM take down Cram, DD take down ZYK, challenging that long A hallway.
Yeah, Cram just decided to go for too much information, too far forward, and he paid the price. Gunners taking out Revenge, Steel taking out Bayo, AFC, and that's the second clean sweep we've seen in a row from INTZ. They are playing phenomenally right now, not even dropping a single player.
This is such a change of pace for what we were seeing on the first side as MXM takes out Cram immediately.
Steel taking out ZYK, DD taking out Revenge, AFC just tearing apart.
Oh
and
my
yet
goodness.
Again.
INTZ with the third round in a row of a 5 clean sweep. What is going on? Pacific.Macta, it must be in shock right now. They've pushed that long hallway 2 times in a row. Cram has gone 3 times in a row and picked off immediately, and they're doing it again.
He loses the peak again. And this has to change immediately, because Pacific.Macta is watching it go down the drain. MXN with an excellent shot as Steel takes out Aldrin Paul, and Gunners takes out Revenge for 3 in a row. 4 in a row. Excuse me, I'm sorry. This is
nuts. This shouldn't be happening. Cram and ZYK, again, long A hallway challenge. I don't understand what they're doing. In this round, they're doing it again. Here's Cram. Been picked off 3 times. And he goes down.
Again, goes down to that MXN sniper shot, and AFC pulls out a 2-kill, and it's a 3-kill for AFC. That's it.
Unbelievable. INTZ just destroys Pacific.Macta on the second side. What just happened?
5 rounds in a row without dropping a single player. That is absolutely insane. They just walked in to INTZ.